This entire window has been blown completely off, the sash and everything, multiple screens out, and then follow me right over here, and we've got actually an entire house right here that has been reduced to just smoldering rubble. Traffic here on I-35 has been blocked on both sides all afternoon long, and actually if you take a look behind me, you can see this is the southbound frontage road. This is where they're pushing all the traffic. It's all the pictures and videos without all of this boring writing to scroll down through.
The storage units do have security cameras, in fact 8 of them. The problem is they don't cover the backside of the building.
You take a look here behind me, you can see just how muddy this ditch is here on the north side of Lorena. Now, police say they put down spike strips and he actually managed to swerve around them and ended up here in the ditch. People inside, workers, are cleaning up right now, trying to get this place back to normal, mopping up some of the water that's been coming down through the roof. Now, like I said, that wind damage blew off significant portions of the roof here at the Hobby Lobby. If you need a little bit more proof, here's some bricks from the building laying right here on the sidewalk.
KCEN HD News reporter Chris Davis joins us now live in Bruce Villetti. And Chris, it's the same scene everywhere.
Yeah, just ice, ice, and more ice, Doug. And this is the kind of thing you find anywhere you go outside, a pretty thick layer of ice covering every single surface that it can find. Usually the only icicles in central Texas have lights on them. Today, these are actual icicles. Road crews spread sand on bridges and overpasses to keep people from sliding. On 190 in Killeen this morning, they were still treacherous enough to cause a few accidents. No serious injuries were reported. By mid-morning, major roads had pretty much thawed.
It's mainly just like decks and steps, stuff like that, really.
Plus windshields, playgrounds, even flags frozen in mid-wave.
Power went out about 9 o'clock.
Encore worked for a few hours to get power back to about 3,000 homes near Belton and Jarrell. It was back on by about noon.
That's actually pretty quick. I give them props on that. They were real quick responding to it. There was trucks all over the place out here.
Meanwhile, schools across the area let out early. Lorena parents lined up in a light snow to get their kids about an hour early.
What are you going to do? It's Texas. The weather's like this at least once every 3 years.
Some wondered about the decision to hold school at all today.
It was rough from the get-go.
Spokespersons for Belton and Killeen ISDs say they based that decision on road conditions. They say it simply wasn't that bad this morning. They'll reassess as the temperature drops again tonight and drivers face potentially frozen roads in the morning. Now, driving around today and then this evening, the roads actually look pretty good. There's not a whole lot of ice out there. You can actually see even the side roads back here in Bruce Villetti are just kind of wet at this point. Now, that's not to say that there aren't going to be slick spots, so do be careful out there, and there is a lot of moisture. So as that temperature drops, this has the potential to refreeze, and some districts have already announced cancellations or delayed starts tomorrow, so you can check all of those on our website at kcentv.com. A challenge.
Whenever you're cold,
Think
it's just nice.
a warm thought.
We have time?
On a brisk day,
I'm from New York. It's not that cold.
it can be
Is it warming you up? Is it working?
all you need.
I'm not cold anymore, yeah.
We might not get much,
I enjoy the cold up until just about now.
but cold is cold.
It always reminds me of fall and winter, sitting by the fire and drinking something that tastes like fall apples.
Everyone has his own,
Memories and good times and all that, and just happy stuff.
or her own,
This is my favorite sweater.
insulating idea.
And it just makes me think of hanging out with sheep and some lavender moor and heathers and lots of pretty things and happy things.
Physical
I got a cappuccino. It's really good.
or
How's that look?
a little more abstract.
She drove in from Houston. I drove in from Dallas. Yeah, chilly day. Warm company, huh?
With temperatures dipping with the sun,
That's kind of a not warm thing.
it's the thought
I'm breaking your chalk over here.
that counts. With photojournalist Brian Wendland,
If it's gonna be cold, I'd rather it snow.
Chris Davis, KCEN HD News.
By where?
Gina Ware spends her morning in an alley.
Okay.
Just talking, taking notes.
Right.
And pictures.
You're such a handsome guy. Look out, ladies.
Her subjects are often overlooked.
I just really want to fight for the underdog. I just want the underdog to know that somebody is rooting in their corner.
loudly.
Whether those underdogs are homeless,
Do you have family in the area?
down on their luck, or just everyday working Joes, she snaps a photo and shares the story.
See, I don't want to complain. I don't need a crutch.
I don't want people to just see a picture. I want them to see the person.
Gina's project, called Your Story, is born from her life. Her brother struggled with drugs. She's battled depression.
It just doesn't feel good to be shunned.
Recently, Gina found out it also doesn't feel good to be lied to.
I mean, he cried and I believed him.
She took this photo of a man at a truck stop. He claimed to be a veteran and said his wife and child died. He said he was just trying to get to Austin. Minutes before taking the picture, she watched police write him a ticket for asking for money.
And people were angry with us.
The story blew up online. People took to the Waco PD Facebook page to reprimand the officer. Then police did their own checking.
He is not a Desert Storm veteran. He has not been in the Marine Corps, so he was kind of scamming folks.
What's more, police say he's been charged in the past with a number of serious crimes, including sexual assault.
It was all a lie.
Just a complete lie.
But Gina is not deterred.
He can't stop my spirit. He can't stop my drive.
She plans to keep asking questions.
You said I can get in touch with you through your caseworker?
To keep offering support.
I'm in your corner, man.
Whether her subjects tell her the truth or not.
That's just part of your story, I guess.
When something goes missing, you search for it.
Oh, you're down there? Okay.
Even if it takes you deep into the woods of Salado. It was the search that brought Ed Catheriner out. He's looking.
Anyone seen Izzy?
For Izzy.
We just heard someone holler for Izzy's name, so we're cutting through the woods here.
Izzy ran off on Wednesday, or rather, hopped off. See, Izzy is a kangaroo.
Izzy is as sweet as can be.
Louise Whitaker fosters several of the animals for a wildlife park, but Izzy is hers.
Very heartbreaking because it seems like Mom was in the wrong place at the wrong time. So I'm hoping to get back. I miss her too.
A tip takes Whitaker to Salado High School.
She was spotted here at 12 o'clock.
A mother's intuition brings her back to the woods.
I am looking for a kangaroo.
At least a half dozen neighbors and friends comb through the brush, searching for Izzy.
All right.
Then, just before the sun disappears completely,
It's up here. Okay, guys.
Izzy.
She's fighting so hard. She's afraid.
It's been a long ordeal, stressful.
She's just really afraid.
For both Kangaroo and Mamaroo.
Thank you guys for all your help.
Thanks so much. The search is over.
I'm so happy. I really am. You guys would just just last for words. I really do appreciate all you guys have done.
The sun will rise tomorrow on a family reunited.